What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades, and we're continuing our Let's Play of SC2VN. Last time we left off, Excel's pro team just lost to another pro team, so, I don't know. And we're gonna go talk to Excel and maybe console him on what has happened. Anyway, I lost. Oh well. His carefree attitude is unique among professional gamers. If the average pro isn't angry or depressed by a loss, they're at least frustrated. Part of me wonders whether or not Excel is covering up his true feelings, but he seems genuinely fine. Bad luck, Excel. Bad luck, Excel. You played well. Yeah, thanks. What's the deal with your coach? He seems really upset with you. Excel scoffs, allowing the disgust in his voice to show on his face. He's useless, especially considering that I do his job for the team league. I busted my ass preparing for tonight, picked up the builds and the snipers and everything, drilled the team for more than less than a week. And your coach has laid the blame for the loss at your feet. Excel nods and glances away. Spectators begin filtering out of the studio, offering us curious looks as they head outside. Looks like the studio is done for the night. It's ridiculous. Not a single person on Crash has the guts to back me up. And then switch from Brood War to suffer spineless teammates and a coach with an ongoing midlife crisis. And you shouldn't have to, Excel. Ditch Crash and come coach for us. 4 pairs of eyes land on Jet, but all but Reva's bewildered. Excel recovers quickly before crossing his arms. You know I can't. I have a contract. It's not up till next year. A player contract, one that bars you from playing in Star Leagues for any team but Crash. Even so, I can't break the terms. I'm required to play for them. They can take legal action against me if I don't. And you will, if they insist on it. If they insist on it, leave, train, and coach our team house. All you have to do is show up once a week and play your matches at the studio, and Crash can't do anything. Reva pushes her glasses up against the bridge of her nose, pensive. Stunned stares wide-eyed, as if a pivotal scene in a drama is playing out. As for me, we could really use you, Excel. You deserve better. If I do this and the team doesn't work out, my career is over. He says it as much to himself as he does to the rest of us. It's true, and probably true for everyone else as well. Excel stares at the floor for a while, deep in thought. When he finally looks up, it's with a casual shrug. Screw it. I've put off my mandatory military training for too long anyway. I'm down. Stunt lets loose an ear-shattering cheer and flings his arm into the air. Reva's glasses nearly fall off in surprise, though she manages to catch them by the frame. Hell yeah! Team Enoch #1! What a motley crew. A cafe whelp, a ladder hero, and a no-name foreigner. And now some laid-back young. I don't know these Korean terms. You forget the washed-up champ. Try as she might, Jet can't hide the satisfied grin showing on her face. Everything really has come together. This is it. This is what I came to Korea for. The months of endless ladder and late night online tournaments, I'm on a team. A real team. We need to celebrate. Oh, you want to treat the team? How kind of you, Mock. Jet glances around to see if her quip earned a laugh, only to find Excel wagging a finger at her. Have you already forgotten who convinced you to take the risk and form your own team? I'd say it's worth a bottle of soju or 2. Or 10. Shoju? Oh my god. I've actually had that before. It tastes awful. It tastes fucking awful. Chih! Jet brings a finger to her lip, either considering which bar to take us to or how to get out of paying. Alright, enjoy the hell out of tonight. It'll be the last time until we've got a championship trophy that we celebrate anything. Got that? Good choice. Hell yeah! Understood. With a nod from Jet, the 5 of us walk shoulder to shoulder in high spirits, but just as we're about to descend the stairs, Jet pauses. Wait, Excel, do you need to go talk to your team or anything? It stops the rest of us in our tracks. We turn and find Excel at complete ease. Nah, I'll take care of it later. With a knowing smile, he leads us down the stairs and out onto the street. The bar that Jet had in mind was halfway across the street, but after a subway ride, it doesn't take more than 30 minutes to arrive. The trendy-looking lounge is packed with 20-somethings, most of them older than even Excel. Oh! Okay. Stone walks ahead of us with a swagger, noting with pride on the way over to our table that he has his fake ID and goes to bars all the time. With who? Your mom? With your mom, bitch! Oh, wow. Wow! You're definitely a middle schooler, Jesus Christ. My mom's in the US, though. On her her flight landed already? I can't help but laugh. Stud's incredibly immature, even for his age, but there's something undeniably uplifting about his youth enthusiasm. With all the booths full, we pick out a table close to an empty dance floor. It's cramped with the 5 of us, but we make do. Man, I can't remember the last time we went out like this. Spent so much time of the year cooped up in the crashed team house. Same. VIP's mandatory tour hours were brutal by Star 2 standards. No one even made good use of them. A scruffy waiter dressed no differently than the bar's patron stops by us, take our drink orders before Star can return to brag about his iron stomach. Jet shows 3 fingers for the number of soju bottles she wants. With a click of his tongue, the waiter departs with our orders in hand. There's 5 of us. I went to Excel voice. There's 5 of us though, Jet. You think I can't count? You don't drink soju from the bottle. Oh, well, I've never had it before. That is not a surprise. Soju is unpopular outside of Korea. Very true, and I understand why. I personally don't really like soju. I've only had it once, though. Not the best thing. We'll show you how to do it right, Mock. While awaiting the server's return, I noticed Excel glancing repeatedly in Reva's direction. Mock, what ended up happening with Reva? And who's our friend here? Aw, she blushing. I am Reva, and allow me to say that it is a great pleasure to meet you in person. Your play has been an inspiration to me. Oh, she has a crush. She has a crush. So cute. But it's mine! Hands off! Or, you know, you and I could date Reva. I mean, you're a cutie pie. I don't judge. I am fully convinced that if I was a girl, I'd be bisexual. Is Reva an Excel fangirl? She may have been 15 at the prime of his Brood War career. Well, a shame that these punks didn't have the decency to introduce us properly. It's nice to finally meet you, Reva. No lie, your mech is the best I've seen outside of VSL. You've got to show me the timings in your double armory build at some point. Did she just drop something? You too. I think he broke her. It's okay, Reva, I've been there. Reva manages to mostly pull herself out of her fangirl shock by the time our waiter returns. Oh god, that bottle's familiar! Oh god! That bottle is so familiar. When he's gone, Excel pours out a shot glass worth of shoju and hands it to me. Go on, in one gulp. There isn't much liquid in the glass, so I throw it back without a second thought. It takes a few seconds for my taste buds to react. Ugh, this stuff is awful. It's all I can do not to retch. Told you, it tastes fucking awful. And I've had, like, personally, I don't drink often, but, whatchamacall, I've had beer, I've had wine, I've had whiskey, I've had rum, but in all honesty, soju is probably the worst thing I've tasted. Second, like, maybe second to beer. I don't like beer that much, but, yeah. Yeah. Everything else was perfectly fine, but then soju and beer, awful. Get it out of my sight. It's good. How does a girl learn Korean without coming across soju at least once? It's kind of impressive, actually. Oh god. I keep burping. I learned online. Wasn't ever part of my lessons, I guess. That is one of the most difficult ways to learn a language. How did you manage? K-pop and StarCraft. They didn't offer Korean as a language option at my high school, so I studied it in my spare time. K-pop? Disgusting. I knew you were Koreaboo scum. At least I did something useful with my dumb hobbies. Can you say the same? How's your English? Oh shit! Shots fired! Hello, I am Stunt. Protoss. I am 1. Very bad. Used 2 names to help, and said lies. Bad student and player needs to work harder. Reva asked for my approval with a look. I give it with a nod. Bad what? What'd she say, Mock? Bad luck. You were almost perfect. Ha! I knew it. I'm a natural. I mean, I don't know any, like, foreign languages besides, like, Tagalog. And even then, I only understand it. I don't speak it at all. Or I do, but in short bursts. But in all honesty, like the Philippines is, for the most part, the more, up there in financial and more educated parts of the Philippines usually are, like, Taglish speakers, meaning they speak English as well as Tagalog. It kind of annoys me because I like hearing Tagalog. But it's not bad to hear people speak English. It's honestly not. But I prefer hearing Tagalog, only because I'm super used to English. I poured a shot for Excel, relieved when the culture test is over. Jet's 3 bottles are soon emptied and then replaced. The soju-filled conversations range from StarCraft and team houses to fashion and college, and whatever else is in between. You 3 are so lucky. Korean guys dropped 2 of our golden years on the military. It's totally unfair. I tell him, Excel. Stud points at Jet, me, and Reva. Neither of them seem particularly ruffled. Excel only watches, slightly drunk and highly entertained. I would gladly spend you 2 years in our military to reap the benefits of your gender. Oh shit! Wait, it's only men who are forced into the military? I mean, in Israel, it's like everyone has to join the military. And I think in Germany too. Everyone has to join. Seriously, do you have any idea how uncomfortable being pressured into some brain-dead photo shoot with pink keyboard is? Smile, Agashi. Headphones don't sell themselves, you know. Why don't you lose the team jacket and pull down your shirt a bit? Oh, I want to see your double eyelids by next time. Just like that. Literally the worst. Oh yeah, I forgot. Korea is like one of the highest places for like plastic surgery. And like, oh god. Yeah. Like, in all honesty, in Oriental Asia, meaning Korea, Japan, China, females are treated in the worst way possible. Like, it's all about looks and personality. You gotta be cute and adorable. It's fucking disgusting. And like, I understand that some girls are actually enjoy that shit, and that's fine. But if you don't enjoy it and forced into it, it kind of sucks. And I don't mean to go on a feminist rant here, but like, in all honesty, like traditional Oriental Asia, the way they treat women is like disgusting in my opinion. Like how, like one of the biggest ones I know of right now is like how idols in Japan aren't allowed to date or marry until their career is over, and like their career isn't like over till maybe they're 40, and like at most 40. Like and like it just grosses me out. Like the culture behind it. Look it up. Just Google it. Dear God, Jet, please never do that again. Sponsors pay to sit in front of a camera? How terrible. Don't tell me there are advantages for girls in esports. It's so much easier to get on a team, and you get way more fans. You can't understand without experiencing it firsthand, so you only see the good. Come on, Mock, back me up here. What could possibly have made you think I'd be on your side in this argument? Hey, if I was there, I would still be on their side. Like, it's bullshit. You three are so dramatic. What could possibly be worth trading away the free popularity? When I was an amateur back in Brood War, some gross KPGA pen pusher said he'd help me get my pro license if I spent the night at his place. I had just turned 17. All the eyes shifted Jet, surprised. Those stunts most of all. I take a moment to silently appreciate that StarCraft 2 doesn't require pro license to play in Star Leagues. Did you do it? No! What the hell is wrong with you? Jet snatches her glass off the table and snaps her arm back. When Stunt recoils, it shrinks beneath the table. She returns her drink to her lips with a scowl. Isn't it a crime to wonder? Jet grinds her teeth back and forth with her eyes on Stunt, only turning away when she knows Ravis and I watching. For the record, I reported him and he was fired. Push back or be pushed around. True dat! I respect you, Jet. Seriously though, like, I don't blame Stunt for doing what he's doing right now. One, he's drunk. And two, he's like a middle schooler, so he's very young and he's like ignorant about things. And clearly his cocky attitude doesn't leave much open to like learning outside of his gender, so I don't blame him for what he's doing. Hold on, let me look up the drinking age in Korea, actually. I'm curious. Alright, so apparently the drinking age is 20, so technically all of us are, like, I think, like, most of us are on the team are, like, legal. I'm not sure about, Reva. I don't remember what her age was. But, I think me, Jet, and Excel are definitely 20. So whatever. Excel drops his fist on the table with a thump, ending the argument and earning our attention. We're gonna play a drinking game. Why? Why? Because we're about to condemn ourselves to lives of timing attacks, hard contains, and positional play. We've got one night to get hammered and we're gonna make the most of it. You've convinced me. What do you want to play? Oh, let's play the... Oh no! Not the King's game! Not the King's game! I've seen bad versions of that game. Persona 4! Shut up. The King's game is too desperate. It's for desperate teenagers. I mean, Stunt is kind of a desperate teenager. She glances over to Stunt and offers a smile to make her point. Bitch! I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Nah, chopsticks. It's really simple. I say something that might describe one of us more than others, and we point at who we think describes it best. I don't follow. Okay, it's like this. Which of us is most likely to hate soju? Excel takes a chopstick from the table and points it at me, as do Jet, Reva, and Stunt. And then you drink, but we won't count that one. Oh, that makes sense. I know what to play next time me and my friends go out. Oh my god! Thank you, video game! Why don't you start us off with a few? is. What the hell is a NEET? Okay, I'm looking that up before I click. Okay, basically NEET is no education, something or training. Basically jobless. Basically jobless. Boop. Which one of us mostly end up a NEET? 4 sets of chopsticks immediately fall onto Reva. One of her 6 slips out from between her fingers and onto the floor. Me? Come on, you give off a powerful shut-in vibe. I do not understand. You're doing it right now. It's like you learn how to communicate from a text-to-speech program. Reva, do you have any? What do you like besides games and esports? Do you have any hobbies? I watch anime. Yes! Yes! She is SC2VN waifu, right here. She's a lot like me when I was younger, though. Not like me now. I'm a lot more outgoing and boisterous. But yes, SC2VN waifu, right here. Anything else? Oh shit! See, Jet is doing her best to keep from piling on, but the urge is evident on her face. But I have StarCraft, so I cannot be a NEET. That should be considered employment. Sure, but the question was who was most likely. If you washed out of professional gaming, I could totally see you as an MMO addict. I have max level characters in the most popular 3, but that does not qualify me as an addict on its own. God, how? Those games are disgustingly grindy. You really aren't helping your case. Okay, answer this. What StarCraft community site do you read on and post on the most? It is an image board. Drink, Reva. Do I have to ask all of these? Jesus. Alright then, most likely to have the worst fans. Why not? Which one of us has the worst fans? Pfft, it's not like anyone but Excel and I even. Jet's train of thought shatters when she notices our 4 chopsticks pointed in her direction. What? Defiantly, Jet aims her own at Excel. He merely grins in response. Be honest, when was the last time you had to meet and greet a session where some fanboy didn't slobber all over you? Your brisk attitude attracts a certain type of fan, Jet. What's that supposed to mean? It means like they were gonna call it means that they like it when you call someone trash. Come on, you're the one that gives those blood pre-game interviews. I simply say what's on my mind. If that happens to be how confident I am, then so what? And what does that have to do with my fans? Let's put it like this. Reva, what would you say to the crowd before a big finals match? I would like to thank my fans for cheering for me. I have worked hard to achieve my condition and will send my opponent to Andromeda. I promise to show you a good game. So you get earnest supporters and that love to see you do well. But Jet, your fans want you to lose almost as much as they want you to win. That's absurd. People that cheer for my losses aren't my fans. Whatever you want to call them, they're yours and yours alone. Don't pretend like you don't know what they're talking about. I have plenty of very nice and well-intentioned fans, just focusing on the minority of terrible ones. Oh, like the guy who brought a body pillow with your picture on an autograph section? How could I forget? Oh god. Body pillows fucking scare me. Like, they're almost as disgusting as, like, a lot of other things. Jet's expression flashes a mixture of anger and embarrassment. She looks ready to throw a punch. God damn it, Excel, I told you about that in confidence! If any of you ever bring this up again, you die. Value my save. But I want to. But I want to. Boop. I know I would. Did you sign it? Without consciously realizing it, I find myself dodging something. Jet's shotgun whizzes past my head and shatters on the wall behind me. From across the table, a few of Bard's patrons laugh drunkenly at the absurdity. She reaches for another, apparently intent on making sure she gets her point across, and left with no choice but to raise my hands in surrender. I don't need to know! I don't need to know! She sets the glass down and looks away from the rest of us, still hot-faced from the negative attention. I feel like this one is definitely going to stunt, and this one might be going to excel. Which one of us would most likely bang a fan? Arrgh. Ew. Rushing out of the gate, are we? You're supposed to do a few warm-up questions before you get to the raunchy stuff. You say that only because you know you're gonna lose this one. Despite finding himself staring down 4 chairs of chopsticks, Excel never loses his easygoing smile. I freely admit I've slept with one of my fans before. This question is more like winning than losing anyway, since I'm not a lech. Do you have a story to go along with it? Pretty much what you'd expect. The girl used to show up to all my Brood War matches. She cheered for me, brought gifts, and led the fan chats. Managed my fan club too. I was knocked out of a Star League pretty early a few years back. She was the only person who showed up to me my meet and greet afterwards. I asked her if she'd like to go to dinner, and she said yes. So it went from there. We dated for more than a year. Had to break it off when she went abroad for university. Ah, now you got me feeling nostalgic. Thanks, Mock. What a beautiful story. Is she angry? It's hard to tell if the complete lack of emotion in Reva's voice is intentional. I know those kind of fans. They're always like, oh, when I imagine him practicing all day, my heart aches and I want to make him hot soups. Literally, no one has said that, or ever will say that. They're gonna be sick. Oh god. Oh god. A well-timed hiccup stops Stunt in his tracks. He laughs obnoxiously when his head hits the table. Someone should really confiscate this kid's fake. This was either going to me or Stunt. Which of most likely is still a virgin? Before we can even react, Excel, Jet, and I point our chopsticks in Stunt's direction. He jumps in his seat, aghast! He senses weakness in Reva and aims his answer toward her, only to have her repay the favor. This is bullshit! Calm down, you're like what, 12? You guys have no idea, I'm a player, you hear me? Doubtful. You were hanging out with the middle schoolers at a PC bang when I found you, be honest with us. Stunt scrunches up with his face, allowing his rage to stew momentarily before bursting out with another protest. This is a rigged question. All you guys have like at least 4 years of extra time to look out. Virginity confirmed. Trink. Oh, cut the kid some slack. It's kind of weird. It'd be kind of weird if he wasn't. A breach of trust. Ethically unsound. Harassment on an unreasonable scale. He makes a box on the table with his finger, continuing his exaggerated and antiquated protest all the while. This is a no bullying area. If you enter the DMZ, I will retaliate with full force. We finish our outer game of chopsticks with a slew of highly inappropriate questions and equally bold answers. I like soju way more on my stomach than on my lips, though I'm not sure I feel the same way in the morning. Our celebration goes late into the night, long enough that we're practically the only patrons left. A tendril of drool collects in the corner of an unconscious Stunt's lip. Reva's eyes are unfocused behind her glasses. But while there's actually a bit to Excel's typical grin, both he and Jet look as collected as ever. It's late. I kind of want to use my impression of Dodgy's super sweet voice. It's late! But I can't. It's disgusting. It's late. I don't wanna. I really don't wanna. And Mock's not that super sweet kind of girl. She seems like a tomboy. Excel pulls the phone out of Stunt's pocket and checks the time. Oh, it is. He then replaces the expensive-looking electronic on the young Protoss player's head. Jet, next time you travel for a European tournament, make sure you show up to the after-party. Say what you will about their play, but those guys know how to give a good time. Pass. I go for easy prize money, not discotheque with Lars and Jorgen. You guys ready to leave? Yeah, should if we don't want to wake up afternoon. This is the worst part of every night out. How the hell are we supposed to get Stunt home? Don't forget Jet, the bill's all yours. Why'd you remind me? I can hail for a cab for Stunt, I guess. That sounds... Wait, no, Excel, you're in charge of getting Stunt home. Am I? You are. Got team business with these two. Jet thumbs over her shoulder at me and Reva. The two of us share a look, while Excel accepts the order with an easy smile. On it then. Wake up, kid. What? Stunt stares through Excel, unresponsive to his offered hand, so much for his iron stomach. Rather than wait outside for Stunt's stupor, Excel takes a young Protoss under his arm and simply carries him out the front door, oblivious to the stairs that follow. Now then, let's talk. Are we in trouble? What? No. What would you make you think that? I don't know. I'm getting that parent-teacher conference vibe. God, will you just let me... Look, I'm trying to acknowledge the fact that it's unusual for 3 girls to be on the same team. How is that relevant? Yeah, I'm with Reva. If we're not playing in female-only leagues, does it really matter? Will you two just shut up and listen? It's not going to change how I run things, but I want to at least pass along some things I've learned. Your job is to train hard and win at StarCraft, nothing else. The only person you have to represent is yourself. Don't let anyone guilt you into being an activist. I mean, if it's what you want to do, then go for it. But you have no obligation to pick up a megaphone because you succeeded. That seems somewhat selfish. Yeah, well, when you win a VSL and find out that the people that care about more about... Yeah, well, when you win a VSL and find out that people care more about your gender than your play, let me know if you change your mind. I get where Jet's coming from, especially considering her history, but I don't think that's all there is to it. Regardless, my main focus will always be on winning games. Reva doesn't elaborate any further. Even with a probing stare from Jet, I'm left to fill her silence. I'm just here to play games. Win at video games, not play. Our waiter glides by the table, slips a check in front of Jet, spoiling her grin instantly. When she's done begrudgingly citing her actual name at the bottom, the three of us head out of the bar and share a cab home. I really want to know all these guys' names, because legit, I'm really curious, because I know that, like, I didn't really know that in gaming, like, that people would change their name. And I guess it's normal just to maintain a sense of privacy. But I want to know these guys' real names. I kind of want to know, and I hope I learn them by the end of the game. And that's where I'm going to stop the part for now. Oops, no. Oh, fuck. Anyway, I'm going to have to end the part here. That was really fun. That was super fun. Oh, God. That was a fun part. I'm not going to lie. I like seeing the characters interact. I like seeing them, I like seeing a little bit of character development. There wasn't a lot here, but it was an interesting amount. I mean, we get to see that, like Excel really does not like his team or his coach. We can see Jet's devotion to the team and how much she really wants us to succeed. We learned that Rave is a fangirl. That Stunt, well, I wasn't surprised that he was a virgin. He's a kid. But we learned that Stunt has a fake ID. I never used one of those, but I have drank before. When I was underage. Whatchamacallit? Mock is, we didn't learn anything about Mock, but then again, it's our character. We'll learn about things about her as we go along. And, it was interesting. Like, and you get to learn my ideals and how to treat women in public, but whatever. That was a lot for, like, a couple parts. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, because I get really, really invested into story and things like that. But, this game is free, of course, if you want to check it out. The link's in the description, as usual. But anyway, I will see you guys next week in this part. But if you want to keep watching me, I always have more series tomorrow. I'm messing up my outros as usual. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.